This is Gary L. Stevens from Gary and Roe. I wanted to talk to you today about the Torah. Today I want to teach you today about the Torah. The Torah is very important to the child of Yahuwah. The Torah is light. The Torah is light. I mean, I want to write that a little better. When I write something to you, I want you to understand what I am trying to say, because it's very important what I'm trying to say. Torah is the light. Torah is light. I hope you can see that pretty good. The Torah is light. Friends, I want to tell you today, Bereshit in Hebrew. I want to introduce to you to the 5 books of Moshe, the 5 books of the Torah. I'm going to tell you the Hebrew names, and then I'm going to tell you the English names. The first one is Bereshit. Bereshit. Bereshit in Hebrew is this is the Bereshit is the Hebrew word, and Genesis is the English word. I want to help you understand this, because I want us to go over this so that you can understand what the Torah is. The Torah is the 5 books of Moshe. They are considered the 5 books of Moshe. The Torah is the Torah is 5 books, the 5 books of Moshe. Okay, the Torah is the 5 books of Moshe. Okay, the book of Torah, this is the first book of the Torah. Bereshit. Bereshit in Hebrew is Genesis. Bereshit is the Hebrew word. Genesis is the English word. Bereshit, Hebrew, Genesis, English. That's the first book. Smoked in Hebrew. Smoke is the Hebrew word. Smoke is the Hebrew word, and Exodus is the English. So let me help you. Smoke is the Hebrew Hebrew word. Smoked is the Hebrew word. Smoked, and the English word is, this is the English word. This is the English word, Exodus. Smoke is the Hebrew word, and Exodus is the English. Smoke is the second book of Moshe, of the Torah. Okay, the third is Vayikra. Vayikra in Hebrew is Leviticus. Vayikra in Hebrew is Leviticus. That's the third book of Moshe. That's the third book of the Torah. The fourth book is Bamidbar. Bamidbar in Hebrew, that's the Bamidbar is the Hebrew word, and the English is Numbers. Bamidbar is Hebrew, and Numbers is English. Okay, the fifth book. Bamidbar was the fourth book. This is the fifth book. Deborah. Deborah in Hebrew is the Hebrew word for Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy. I'm going to call this video today, or some out there that don't know what the Torah is, I'm going to call this the introduction introduction to the Torah. Introduction to the Torah. I want you to understand what the Torah is. What the Torah is. Okay, another thing I want to tell you, there has been a misconception about the Torah. The word love is not the correct word for the Torah. It is not the correct word for the Torah. This is the correct meaning or the teaching of the Torah. You need to understand that you need to, as you receive the Torah in context, in the truth. The Torah is 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 the truth. This is what the Torah is. It is teachings and instructions. It is the teachings and instructions of Yahuwah. The Torah is the teaching and instructions of the Torah. Bereshit chapter 1 verse 1 says, in the beginning Yud-Hey-Wah-Hey created the heavens and the earth. My friends, today, as I'm telling you the introduction to the Torah, get into the Torah and study His Word for yourself. For the Torah is Yahuwah's teachings and instructions to you and to me. You are to obey the Torah. There has been another misconception. The Torah is not done away with. It has never been done away with. That is a lie. The Torah is not done away with. So do read. If you do not believe me that the Torah is not done away with, the Meshach said out of his own mouth that the Torah is not done away with. Go in your spare time to Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 through 19. Yeshua says in them verses that the Torah is not done away with. That he has not come to abolish the Torah, but to complete the Torah. You are not to worship the Messiah. The Messiah himself said you are to worship Yahuwah and serve him only. Go to Matthew chapter 4, verses 10. It says, he told Satan, he said, worship. The Torah says to worship Yahuwah and serve him only. I will repeat again. Yeshua told Hasatan to worship Yahuwah and serve him only. It did not say to worship the Meshach. It says worship Yahuwah. Worship Yud-Hey-Wah-Hey. Friends, I'm here to tell you that the Torah is the truth. The Torah is the light. When you see the word of Yahuwah, whether it be in the Tanakh or the Brit Hadashah, the word of Yahuwah is referring to the Torah. Because when Yeshua came preaching and teaching the word of Yahuwah, he did not teach out of the NT, which man wrote. He taught out of the Torah, which Yahuwah wrote through Moshe. The Torah came from Yahuwah. It did not come from man. It come from Yahuwah. So whoever says the Torah is done away with is not telling you the truth, friends. I'm here to tell you the truth, and I'm not here to lie to you. And let me tell you something you need to know. Not to go against Yah's teachings and instructions. If you do, Devarim 28, the curses of Devarim 28 applies to you. Devarim in Hebrew is Deuteronomy. And the curses of Devarim 28, if you do not obey the Torah, applies to anyone who does not obey the Torah. Because, let me tell you something, friends. Y'all didn't put the Torah there for nothing. He put the Torah there for you to obey his teachings and instructions. Let me ask you a question. You think you can get away with disobeying Yah's teachings and instructions? While the renewed covenant says the renewed covenant says do not steal. The renewed covenant says do not kill. The renewed covenant talks, you go in the Torah and you study the Torah, and then you study the renewed covenant, and you find out that what is written in the Torah is supposed to be written in the renewed covenant. If it is not in the renewed covenant, that is, if there's a word that don't match up with the Torah in the renewed covenant, it does not come from Yahuwah. Because let me tell you something. Yeshua said he didn't come to do away with the Torah, but he come to complete. He said he didn't come to abolish the Torah, he come to complete. And you can find that in Matthew chapter 5, verse 17 through 19. And he also got on the Pharisees one time in the book of Yochanan, Hebrews, John. He said, if you believe Moshe, you will believe me. Who do you think Moshe is? Yahuwah wrote the Torah through Moshe. If you don't believe the Torah, then you don't believe Yeshua HaMashiach. For he came preaching and teaching the Torah. He didn't preach and teach his own message. He said in Yochanan, he said, I and my Father are one. If he and his Father's one, then he wants you to obey his Father's Torah. He would have never broke the Torah, for he is the Meshach. The Meshach would never have broken the Torah. I encourage you today to study the Torah, get in the Word of Yahuwah, and I just want to thank you for being here with us today. May Yahuwah bless you and keep you. May Yahuwah make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. May Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon you and give you shalom. Amen. May you be blessed and may you have an awesome day in Yahuwah. Obey Yahuwah's teachings and instructions. Obey the Torah, friends. And things will go well with you if you obey the Torah. Read Tehillim in Hebrew Psalms. Read Tehillim chapter 1, and you will find out that Yah wants you to meditate day and night on the Torah. On the Torah. The true word is the Torah. The true word comes from the Torah. It tells you what to do, how to live your life, and what not to do. Let me tell you something you can do, because Yahuwah through the Messiah gives you the strength to obey the Torah. So if you say you can't do it, you're lying. You are a liar. You are a liar, because the Word of Yah is the truth. Is the truth. And the Torah is not man-made doctrine. Yeshua told you that the Torah, that he did not come to abolish the Torah, but to complete the Torah. And he says in Matthew 5, chapter 5, verse 17 through 19, if you tell people not to obey one of the least commandments, or one of the commandments of the Torah, then you will be least in the kingdom of heaven. And if you tell people to obey the Torah, he says, you will be great in the kingdom of Yah. So my friends, I encourage you to obey the Torah. It's right. It's right. If you don't know the Torah, get in Torah today. This is why I'm making this introduction to the Torah video, so that you can understand the Torah. There's more of these introductions to the Torah coming, so that you can understand what is the Torah. That you know that the Torah is not complicated. It is wonderful. It is wonderful. You know, it is wonderful to teach the Torah of Yahuwah. Because, let me tell you something, friends, you can do it. You can do it because Yeshua, the Messiah, the Kadesh one of Israel, will give you that strength. Will teach you how to walk, how to obey the Torah. So friends, I'm encouraging you to keep the Torah, to do the Torah, to walk in the Torah. When you walk in the Messiah, you're supposed to be walking in Torah. If you don't know the Torah, just like Yeshua said, if you don't know the Torah, then you won't know the Messiah. And that's why he will say to you, when you stand before Yahuwah, depart from me, you worker of iniquities. I never knew you, because you didn't do what the Torah said. If you obey the Meshach, you will obey the Torah. For he taught the Torah. He didn't go into a church building. He went into a synagogue. The church is an added-on word. It is not Hebrew. That's why people want you to be left in the dark about the Torah. Because they don't want you to know the truth. Because if you know the truth, you'll find out that the church is an added-on word. And the church is not the worship place to go. It was the tabernacle. Y'all designated place to go. The church, you don't worship on a Sunday. You worship from Friday to Saturday. On Shabbat. On Shabbat. For Yahuwah said he made heaven and earth in 6 days and he rested on the 7th day. You think Yah will tell you to disobey his mitzvahs in the Torah? You think Yah will tell you to work on Shabbat? You work every single day of the week. But that one single day Yahuwah told you to keep. And you can't even keep it. Because you say, oh, it's done away with. 6 days a week work. 6 days a week you can work. 6 days you can work. And that one day, Shabbat, Friday evening to Saturday evening, y'all tell you to keep it, and you can't even keep it. You can't even keep that mitzvah of Yah. There's one thing I absolutely know. You can't keep the mitzvah of Yah. Because Yah told you in the Word about them, and you can keep them, for He wouldn't have wrote them in the Torah. He wouldn't have written them down so you can learn and to obey them. Let me tell you something, friends. You're not hurting me by disobeying the Torah. You're hurting yourself. And there will come a day and time when you stand before Yahweh yourself. And He will say to you, why did you obey the Torah? Like I told you to. And what will your excuse be? Because it will be my fault if you don't obey the Torah, because I tried to tell you, I tried to encourage you to obey the Torah. But it will be your fault. I'm here to teach you, to help you learn the truth. Just as Yah taught me the truth. And teach us the truth every day. I learn something every day from the Torah. The Torah's great. It's not all it's great. Just get in the Torah, friends. I challenge everyone out there to get in the Torah and study it. And you will find out that it ain't hard to keep. So I encourage you to keep the Torah. Because Yahweh will give you strength to keep the Torah through Yeshua, the Messiah. So I encourage you, keep the Torah. God bless you.